You want to be free?
Yeah.
I'll be here if you want, but we'll make sure that he gets out on the course.
Yeah.
Do you come here at 6:30 in the morning on Saturday morning?
Do I? No, but I told you I would. I always told you that.
Okay.
The number of senior citizens in the United States is growing every year, and they increasingly prefer living out their golden years in the comfort of their own home. But that comes with its own set of challenges. Adult children play a key role, and it can be a strenuous endeavor for all involved. But luckily, there are ways to make the whole process less stressful. I'm meeting with one family to learn more about their challenges and guide them as we explore ways to help them on their journey as they're aging in place. To Cuesta, Florida, a small Gulf community town located a half-hour drive from West Palm Beach and home to John and Marianne Nicholas.
I was raised in Queens, New York. Marianne's sister Rita and my sister Sally were good friends, and they thought perhaps that the two of us, that Marianne and I, might make a good match. It was a birthday party for me, my 26th birthday, and Marianne made me a sandwich. Remember what the sandwich was, Marianne?
Yeah. Bologna cheese.
Yeah. So I figured it's pretty good. She can make a good sandwich, so the rest of it must be pretty smart.
56 years and countless bologna sandwiches later, John and Marianne are still going strong.
We have 3 children. The oldest boy, Richard. Then comes Maureen, she's in the middle. And then comes Michael. But, you know, somehow I've always heard stories about the middle girl.
The whole thing is that you don't care who's in charge, you take off on them.
I know,
Why do you do that?
because
You don't like to be told what to do.
I know.
On a normal day, it could be 5 to 6 times a day that I'm talking to them.
Little did they know that their bond would become even stronger after a serious fall.
Phone rang, and it was my mother's 91-year-old neighbor. She basically said, your mother had a bad fall, and your father is taking her to the hospital.
Marianne slipped in the pool area, and she hit her head when she fell.
The way that she had fallen, she fell on the right temple of her head.
Marianne was still conscious and rushed to the hospital, where at first the fall seemed to have caused little damage. The next day, circumstances were very different.
The phone rings again. Get over here now, do not speed. She's going in for emergency surgery. What they found was the size of her head had turned into a clot. And the nurse that was looking at my mother handed me a plastic bag full of her hair. My brother broke down and ran out of the room.
We went back after surgery to meet with the surgeon, and he said across the room, "Marianne, you are a miracle."
The game is on to get my mother back in shape, get her healthy. She turned 79 on July 4th, and there's nothing going to stop her.
Be right back.
Time for me to meet John and Marianne and show them ways that will make a big difference on Marianne's road to recovery. Hi,
Hello.
I'm Alexis. I've been a gerontologist for over 25 years now, and I've found so many different types of older adults with different types of challenges. They range all the way from mobility challenges to memory challenges. You've been sort of in a caregiving role, and you've been in a situation where you've needed a little care.
Yeah, 5 years to
tell
the
Alexis
day.
what you call me.
Nurse Ratchet.
You that mean, John?
I can be.
You can be?
Yeah.
Sometimes the caregiving, is it difficult? How does it make you feel?
Well, it makes me feel good because I'm able to help someone that's very important to me.
He takes me shopping and he takes me for my nails, and he's so good to me, you know. He's doing everything. And I feel badly for him.
They are such a magical couple. They really show such love and dedication and respect and communication with one another.
Now, as a result of Marianne's malady, she's had 4 seizures.
Wow.
And 1 right in the kitchen here. And I do know that if I didn't operate in a very fast manner, it could have been fatal.
I'm very excited for us to be able to introduce some fantastic products for Marianne and John so that they can really enjoy life as much as they would like to. John is an avid golfer, but he's not been able to get out and play because giving care to his wife Marianne comes first. Now he takes her to the pool every morning for some much needed exercise. But getting back on the golf course is something he's longing for.
If I could golf tomorrow, good. If I don't have to golf, that's good too. So I'm not going to waste my energy and time being negative about it. So even though I just never happened to spend a lot of time in the pool, I do now. Marianne has developed something when I worked, I called it PACE. Positive attitudes change everything. And she has had a positive attitude.
Positive thoughts and an optimistic outlook on life can work miracles. Why not build on that? When we come back, we'll introduce John and Marianne to ways that will help them live out their golden years more independently and find out more about how their adult child, Maureen, will benefit from this as well.
Maureen is, we have an outstanding relationship, and she has grown into our second mother. To be in assisted living, you're not ready for that, are you, Mary?
No.
Because we're active.
Adult children often take on the job as caregiver, but with a busy lifestyle and work, this task can take a toll on them quickly. I think one of the people that we forget a lot of times is the caregiver, especially the daughter, who is a young woman, and I'm sure she wonders what it will be like in the future for her as a primary caregiver.
Sometimes I feel very guilty. Sometimes I've asked, do you want me to move in? We'll figure it out, because I feel sometimes that I'm not doing enough, which I don't have any question about what I need to do. But it's a lot. You know, I'm doing everything possible as the daughter to make sure that everyone is happy, healthy, and progressing.
We've invited Todd Houghton from Comfort Keepers to find out how a caregiver can lighten the load for Maureen and John.
So I came in to actually meet with John to discuss the situation that's going on with his wife Marianne and talk about how we at Comfort Keepers can come in and enhance the quality of life that they have around their home. So Comfort Keepers, you know, we really provide peace of mind to you and to your family as well. I understand your daughter Maureen's also part of the caregiving.
When she comes in, she looks over things, she helps us, she organizes the house. She has a way of, it's really a gift, where she'll go into my closet or her mother's closet and organize everything, color coordinate them. She has a life too.
Right.
But she always finds time to come in.
Right. People are often in a position in life where they don't want to admit that they need help or that assistance because they're not ready to be at that place in the aging process. We believe in aging in place and providing dignity and peace of mind and security and safety.
One of my primary concerns is the development of trust.
You know, the compatibility and the trust are two huge issues. Those are both things that we take very seriously. We go through a real rigorous process to vet our caregivers. You know, we put them through strong background checks and everything that goes with it, reference checks and all that, to make sure they're of reputable standards and things like that to be in our organization. So that's where the process starts. We come in and we do a complete assessment on the individual to understand what the needs are, and then we also do a full safety assessment of the home as well. So this is the master bedroom, and taking a quick look around, it looks like you've secured this room pretty well.
Sounds good.
Yeah, no throw rugs down. It looks like, you know, she can maneuver quite well in the room in here, so that's good. You have a master bathroom in here as well?
Yes, right here.
Oh, okay, great.
Let me show you in.
Great, it looks like you've already kind of started some processes in the bathroom here with a nice shower seat in there for her to get in the shower. I would probably recommend removing the rug. Just that's a hazard. If she's in the bathroom coming out of the shower, she could potentially slip on that.
Good idea.
Yeah, so by having a comfort keeper in the home, you know, a few days a week, can really help alleviate that task mode when Maureen's here and she can spend time with her mother. She could even take her mom out to get her nails done or shopping as well.
This is Nicole Baker, a former caregiver herself, who is spending some time with John and Marianne to give them a feel for what it would be like to have someone around.
How many days a week can you come?
It's totally up to you, Marianne. If you want someone there 1 day a week for a few hours, we can do that. If you want someone there every day, we can do that as well.
It would be nice to get away from him once in a while, and I'm sure he would love to get away from me.
I think that it's important that John can go out and live his life but not feel guilty that he's abandoning her or leaving her by herself. The goal is to get you back to your normal routine with just a little bit of help with a friend.
He used to go play golf on Saturdays and Wednesdays, and I'd be free as a bird. I can't wait for that day.
Our goal is to match her with a caregiver that makes her feel so comfortable that she totally forgets that he's even gone, and when he comes home, she'll have a great story to tell him.
I know also that you have gadgets and things like that, products that you try to incorporate to help them reduce their isolation, allow them to communicate maybe more with their families.
Absolutely. This here is called the Grand Pad. It's kind of like a play on words. It's iPad, but grand as in grandparent, so it's Grand Pad. It is a tablet that was designed specifically with seniors in mind. The icons are very large. The seniors are able to view the screen and click on the screen and interact with the Grand Pad. The Grand Pad is a great tool to eliminate social isolation in seniors.
When we come back, we'll introduce the Nicholas family to more technology that will help make life easier and safer for everyone involved.
Well, we have cell phones. I'm still fairly cell phone illiterate.
I can't deal with you and the phone system anymore. You've been on my plan. You broke the screen of your phone. I call, you never hear the phone.
Are you picking at me?
I'm not picking, but it's ridiculous. It just goes on and on with the phone. Where do I begin? Even yesterday, there was no answer on the home phone, no answer on the cell phone. Anytime he hears a phone, it could be in Walmart. Is that my phone? No, Dad. Yours is like, it's always, they don't know how to dial, they don't know how to text, they don't know how to do anything.
I have to admit it. I'm on the list of dummies when it comes to knowing what all the buttons are and everything else.
He just wants everything simple. They want to go back to basics.
To help them do so, we set up Maureen on a lunch date with Angela Fisher-Enders from Tracfone. She's going to introduce Maureen and her parents to the perfect phone to fit their needs.
Oh, hi, Angela.
I'm at Guanabanas to talk to Maureen today. She called and asked if I could provide her some cell phone options. Here you have some cell phone problems.
Yes, it's my mother had a bad fall, so I need to know that I can get them lickety-split. It's important for me to upgrade my parents' situation because they're not utilizing the phone correctly and they're having trouble with it.
So I brought a couple things.
Yeah.
One thing I brought was this new ZTE phone. It's a little bit larger screen, it's lighter weight, but certainly it goes fast, has a great camera, and should have all the apps that they need. The second piece of it is the plan. So that's the phone.
Okay.
But then there's the plan, and there's lots of choices. Our one choice is a 30-day plan. That's our least expensive. It's $15 for 30 days.
The plans that are available, and I'll tell you, I think it really is going to be a nice match.
And then if we find out that that's not enough data or not enough text or whatever, we can buy an add-on card or we can change the plan. There's no hidden fees. There's no there's no extra. What you see is what you get.
I'm really excited to get them hooked up with Tracfone.
Now that Maureen has given her stamp of approval, it's time for Angela to pay a visit to John and Marianne. Let's see how they like their new phones.
Just like me, my phone's getting obsolete.
Well, right now, they just have one cell phone between the two of them, but it's small, so it's hard to use, and it's also, the screen is broken.
Frankly, I'm not comfortable with it. My daughter tells me I don't even know how to shut it off.
Well, I've brought a couple ZTE Tracfones today for you to try.
The large screen, the large numbers, it was a friendly phone. And is it easy to turn off and turn on?
Just right over here, just that silver button.
Okay.
Hold, and it'll say off,
Power on. See that?
And then-
Very nice.
Marianne, you talked earlier about your family and your friends that you talk to. Do you have any idea how many minutes that you use in an average month? People of that age tend to not use data as much as the millennials, let's say. And so our plans are actually smaller, and so you pay just for what you need. And we actually call it for moments that matter.
As much as John wants to be near Marianne at all times, the occasional separation is almost impossible to avoid.
The day I went outside just to water some of the flowers, Marianne decided to connect the iPad to recharge it or something, and she bent over and she flipped. If she had the ability to press a button after she fell, I would have been right in the house in split seconds.
Of course, we've thought of a solution for them on this as well. Alexandra Chapman from ADT Health is here, and she's brought along a couple of devices that will come in very handy for John and Marianne.
Today I have our regular medical alert system as well as our fall detection medical alert system. And so what these pendants do is that you can wear them 24/7, and whenever you need help, you'll be able to press the button and a signal goes to our ADT monitoring center. With ADT Medical Alert, Marianne can go wherever she needs to go and feel the confidence knowing that if she needs help, she can get it whenever she needs it.
Tell me about the fall detection system. How does that work?
If there is a fall, there's an accelerometer in the system, and it's able to detect that there is a fall. And so if you're unable to press the button, it will still send a signal to our monitoring center.
It is reassuring to know that there's a device available that will detect a fall. Well, Marianne had a built-in award system or alarm system before, and it goes like this. John!
Well, we can do much better than that. So the system that we're providing Marianne today is the ADT on-the-go system. So this is a system that has GPS location, so she can leave the home and live about her day and know that she has ADT there for her at all times.
Yeah, it's not too heavy.
No, it's not heavy, and it can also, be tucked within a blouse.
Yeah.
We can adjust it to be like a little bit higher on your chest.
Yeah.
And you just have access to help 24/7 when you're wearing that. So we can press the button on Marianne's pendant.
Call in progress.
Oh,
And we can actually
Call
take it.
connected. Please stand by for an operator. This is ADT Marianne. Are you okay?
Marianne, she's speaking to you.
hello.
Not only will the system help Marianne, but we believe it'll help John because it'll give him the ability to leave the home and feel confident knowing that Marianne can get help when he's not there.
Coming up after the break, we will find out more about ADT Health and their mission to help people who are at higher risk for falls. John is awesome. He never really would be willing to say that he was willing to leave Marianne's side. To find out more about ADT Health, I met up with David Johnson. I'm used to ADT security, but I don't know much about health.
Yeah, absolutely. ADT Health is a division of ADT Security Services. It provides a personal safety net for folks that wish to gain some bit of independence.
Once the individual, the care recipient, actually connects with someone on your side, how does that happen and who are they connecting with?
That connectivity is done via cellular communication, and that goes directly from the device to our monitoring centers. Our call center staff are actually the creme de la creme within our call center operations.
What's the full circle of the service?
Once we receive a call, one of our specially trained staff members will take that call. They can locate that individual via GPS. They can also be alerted whether it's a fall detection or if the person has pushed the button.
So many people say, I want to just age in place. I want to age at home. What makes this such a special product for that?
There's, of course, a cost to moving into a senior living facility or the like. And so this provides a really economical opportunity.
And then how about the ADT pendant? Don't you feel better if she has that on her?
I think it'd be very good for her.
Right. And then are you going to let the comfort keepers do what they need to do?
Absolutely.
And then you're going to maybe play golf again, right?
Yes.
Are you putting your feelings aside a little bit sometimes?
Absolutely. I will not allow myself to think, oh, I got a bad deal. Well, when I got married, it was for better or for worse. And I'm just doing what I'm supposed to do. Positive attitudes change everything. And that keeps me going.